So we're talking about getting clients to move, especially in onboarding, and how oftentimes when we start an SEO campaign, clients will just not move and not like give us the access we need to proceed or all the access. So this is so common. And it's not you, it's them. But we still want to take them on as a client. We want to help them, but their own biggest enemy. So first thing I do is during my sales process, I remind them that they're going to have to participate to some degree because they can't just I know that sometimes clients are so busy they have to hire me or us to do stuff, and then we then give them a pile of stuff to do, but they were so busy they don't have time to do that. That's why they hired us. But so I want to set the expectation that I do my best work when they participate, and I need participation. Like, I don't want to publish a blog post on their website without them approving it, right? Because it's under their name, not mine. I have to get analytics access. So like I'm going to minimize the work, and as we get more efficient, that'll be less work for them, and I'll be taking care of most of it. But I got to have the participate. So that's one. Two, I have the list of things I work through, and as I'm working through it, let me back up and say the second thing I do when I start working with them, I ask, what's the best way to communicate with you? Do you prefer an email? Do you prefer a text message? Do you prefer a phone call? And then sometimes I'll even ask, okay, like, do you want an email per task, or do you want everything in one big long email? Mm-hmm. What I find is clients will tell me something and that will be completely untrue a week or two later. They say, give it to me all one big email, and they miss half of it, right? So it just requires some patience. But so then I got my list of stuff I need from them. I need analytics access, search console access. I need to know my one contact person. This is another very important thing, to always ask for the one person who is my contact at the client. This does not work by committee. The one person can report and should report up to whoever is participating, but I need one person to talk to, or we'll get nothing done. So I give my list, and then typically they don't give me everything immediately, or they don't. Sometimes I actually have prepared a whole series of like Google Docs that just PDF and send out. It's like step-by-step process of how to add meter analytics, step-by-step process of how to add meter Google Ads. Half the time they don't even follow those directions. So what I do at that point is I do what I can with what I have, and try to do as much as I can with what I have and then constantly remind them. And sometimes I'm just got to be a nag about it, that I don't have this yet, or I still am waiting on this, or I can't do this until you have given me access to your WordPress website, or whatever it might be. So to answer your question, it has to do with prepping your clients in the onboard. Like, I understand you're hiring me because you can't do this, but I still need you to participate in some way. Two, it's just initial conversation. How do you like to me communicate? I hate text messages. Like, my buddy Scott texted me yesterday. I still haven't got back to him because I love you, Scott, but I do not want to text you. Like, grow up and call me, dude.
That's how I feel about a phone call. Please, God, unless your house is burning down or you're laying dead beside the road, don't call me.
I know. I'm yes, I'm the odd man out on this. Um, but so once you have those things, then yes, clients are going to take forever because they've hired you because they can't do it themselves. So it's just kind of the nature of the beast. So then we do what we can with what we have, and we constantly remind them what we don't have and how we, you know, how we can't do what we they want because we don't have. So now I know for you that's even more complicated because it's stuff like I need server access. They don't even know who their web host is. Like, you know,
Yeah. And
that's really it's a challenge, right? It's a tough challenge. And but but the good news is this is why they hired you. Like you are probably better equipped to be able to figure out who their web host is than they might be
yeah,
some.
I often do have to tell them actually.
Right.
And they're, they've been paying the bill, and I don't
Right.
understand how people function like sometimes.
But this, I'm saying this to say, yes, I have these troubles too, and you're not alone. And it is a struggle, but it's sometimes it's just the nature of the beast. It's like that's why they need our help.
Yeah.
And we have to remind ourselves they're not dumb. They're not out to hurt us. I kind of have to remind myself that sometimes. They're not my enemy. My old boss used to say, David, you got to stop treating your clients like your enemies. Because sometimes I would get so frustrated with them. I'd be like, why are you stopping me from helping you? And that's the truth. But I've learned there's some prep work that can help.
Okay, that makes sense. And I think that this one agency is not doing the prep work with the clients, no matter what I provide for them. They're just like, they're friendly people, and that's
Sure.
kind of how they are.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not, so I don't deal with them, but
I appreciate you suggested setting up a form for people to fill out, but that kind of contradicts what I'm suggesting in the sense that I want them to communicate to me in the way that's easiest for them
yeah.
rather than make them do it the way I would like them to do it.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
that's true. That's more of a me thing. Like, just give me the information and
Right.
everything else away. Just go away, give me your information.
Right. And
You're
I
right.
get
That's
that.
probably not 100% how
And
everybody.
your intention is to make it easy. Here's one place to go, make a dump of everything you need. But that, you know, the easy thing for them is maybe it's just an email at a time. Okay, first thing I need is this.
Mhm.
You know, who's my main contact? Who's the person? Well, it's gonna be in them. No, no. Which one of you? You know, I'm not a marriage counselor. Don't make me between the two of you. You but it's just kind of working them through it. And then, you know, you hate to fire a client for something like this because that's kind of ultimately why they hired you because they need that help. But I'm also of the opinion that toxic clients, you know, you don't pay me enough to abuse me. And this isn't abuse. I've had clients abuse me and they hit the door real quick after that. But and no, none of us get paid enough by anybody to take abuse from any of our clients, no matter how how desperate you might feel you need that client. None of you deserve that. Just a friendly reminder, you don't deserve that. But um, anyway, it is tough. It is hard. Preventative maintenance, flexing to communicate for them. That's going to probably lead to more success, but you're never going to be perfect. I have some clients I've worked with for months and still don't have everything I need. But then I just try to work around as best possible. So I hope that helps a little. Okay. At the very least, it helps you with like, okay, you're not the only person who's struggling through that.
Yeah.